like a leader. Like this, yes. So it's all about moving forward. Literally, how do we walk and move forward as a leader? And as a group, a company, and also as a society, how do we move and lead ourselves forward? And before I say tell you more about what I do for a living, actually, I'll tell you about the fact that I was raised in a shoe shop. My parents had a shoe shop, and I was 10 years old when I started serving the customers. The customers arrived in the shoe shop, walking into it, and I observed and tried to understand who they were by the way they were walking. This is a tribute to all the unique ways of walking and our unique skills.
The cowboy walk, a self-image out of proportions, is the cause of such walk. The chest is shooting out and forward as if it was a receiver for admiration. By shifting the body weight from side to side as you walk forward, you're using a lot of force, and by that showing that you have a lot of force. Self-imposed bow-legged walkers tend to have a huge open space in the middle. The bodybuilder walk is similar, but the eye is an indicator of intelligence. Only the eye looking to see something intelligent. Moving your head and neck to see, less intelligent. The whole body, stupid. The feminine walk, short steps and an even transfer of weight with a slight tension in the stomach and butt muscles. The feminine walk has increased its popularity among young, open men and is the opposite of the cowboy and the bodybuilder walk. The impotent walk, usually for men 4 years plus. We can see stiff thighs from a long distance and the frozen head making sudden drops in order to show how self-content you are, hiding the fact that you have taken many defeats. The impotent walk is commonly used by business executives and retired soccer players. Having 2 balls in your pocket is better than having too many balls in the air. The drunken walk, with legs lifting above the ground as if you were walking in the water up to your knees and trying to keep yourself over it. Life is a river and you drank it all. The funky walk, with the arms waving around like a monkey, you are ready to enter any music video. The one leg dragging behind is not as serious as it seems. Doing a tourist sightseeing in New York, this person heard something from far distance that might remind him of the sound of a bullet, maybe. Each time he told the story, the bullet came closer and closer to himself, and finally it was in his leg. The knock-kneed walk. If you have a natural quality of shyness, this walk will be like a beautiful flower ready to be appreciated by the world. With your neck slightly bent and the feet pointed inwards to the degree that they almost touch, you can show your irresistible vulnerability. The stressed walk. We all know it, many use it when working. If chaos and pressure is overwhelming, it has a tendency to become the panic walk. If you want a masculine expression, this walk comes with a touch of aggression and involuntary spasms in both arms and body. We notice the extreme activity of the legs concerning both speed and distance. They often go too far, then having to go back again.
All right, yes, so these are ways of walking. Thank you. Okay, so I promised to tell you what I do for a living. I coach leaders and top leaders. Yeah, that's actually what I do. And I have the starting point is having them walk in 3 different speeds, medium, fast, slow. And based on that, we plan the whole process for many years ahead. Literally. No, it's true. It's literally. And it's fascinating to see what really motivates someone in a landscape of variables. You have the person moving forward. Where does he or she or they move towards? What are the challenges, opportunities, and what are the skills, the dynamics that the person needs to ignite? And what is the strategy? So it's really about moving forward. And different people, leaders, are motivated by different things. Some may be motivated by, can you see it? The amount of work. Each cycle, doing a lot. Another one might be motivated by speed. So if talking to a leader as such, I would use words as speed, tempo, how fast can we do it? Are we able to do that as quickly as, You see, so it also relates to how we speak to the one we're either leading or being led by. There are many variables. I mean, it could be like using hands and legs more organized. So all of these things appear when you're put under pressure. So when we move fast, it's like your body's being put under pressure. So how do you react then? It's all visible in the body. And these dynamics that you embody, literally, has so much to do with the group that you are leading. There's always a relationship. And just because we're a global gathering here today, let's choose some global leaders, such as Zelensky. And let's look at what body parts actually lead the different leaders forward. Zelensky is the chest. Courage, communication, radiance, power. But also, if you can notice, his knees and legs are put quickly down to the ground. So he will always prioritize speed and agility, flexibility, instead of a reflection, like Obama. And then you have Putin, one hand frozen, not really touching the ground, just keeping above the ground. Usually when one body part is frozen, it's like something is being suppressed. Usually it's the left arm, then it's the feelings, but when it's right arm, whether it might be because of training, his previous training, he hides his actions. It's like, yeah. And then you have China's Jinping, like it's the stomach. He's not really moving forward, everything is just coming to him. And then you have Biden focusing, so busy focusing that he tumbles. And you have Stoltenberg leaning into every situation, engaging, being really responsible, so it's the shoulders. And when you move forward with the shoulders first, you just have to organize everything after. Or other people will organize, you just engage. So it's fascinating, start paying attention and how do you walk. And I worked with a lot of leaders, and I think the one leader that made the most impact on me was Kofi Annan. So I've lived along. I have lived a long time. So I don't know why I'm saying this. Sometimes people think I haven't met these people, but he was walking like a tango dancer. So we were actually dancing tango in New York, Kofi and I. We weren't dancing, but we were walking together, talking about what is the key question that we have to answer in order to solve the most problems in the world. And he said, it's all people's problems. And while we were walking and talking, it felt like a dance. And if you have a look at how Kofi Annan used to walk, because he's dead now, his upper body is stable, always stable in connection to his partner. Flexible knees again, always trying to find a new way, like the diplomat he is. So as we were talking, I asked, and he acknowledged the question, and let me continue. And the other way around. So it was just beautiful. I just love it. And I'm bringing up Kofi Annan now, well, one thing, because it's cool, and then the second one is also, now we're also moving on the global level. Leadership is no longer just leading your company. It's really about being oriented in the macro level. These are dancing styles on the macro level.
The AI and machine learning movement is embodied by the robot dance. Mechanical and precise movements that mimic the logic and efficiency of machines with a detached expression in the face that reflects a deep understanding of the power of AI. This dancer is challenged by the ethical dilemmas and potential dangers of artificial intelligence, but never stops exploring the possibilities. The robot dancer says, "My moves may be robotic, but my vision is always human. Or at least I hope it is." The diversity, equity, and inclusion movement is embodied by the multicultural dancer, whose dance moves symbolize the beautiful mix of cultures and identities in our society. Their choreography seamlessly blends styles from around the world, uniting everyone in a common vision of acceptance and equality. Though the multicultural dancer is challenged by the complexities of identity politics and cultural appropriation, they always seek to uplift and empower marginalized communities through their art. The multicultural dancer says, "I may not have all the right moves, but I'm always striving to create a more inclusive dance floor." The gig economy and entrepreneurship is embodied by the moonwalk dance. With extreme flexibility in their ankles and sharp, precise footwork, they're able to adapt to the constantly changing landscape of the new challenges and opportunities in modern work and business. The ground is always changing. The so-called moonshots, meaning going for the ultimate big goal, is the sacred mantra among entrepreneurs. Beginning entrepreneurs sometimes do the mistake of mooning, which is not the same as a moonshot. The sustainability and climate action movement is embodied by the ballet dancer. The ballet dancer gracefully glides across the stage in a delicate and fluid ballet dance that embodies the beauty and fragility of our planet. The intricate footwork and elegant movements showcase the importance of protecting our environment and promoting sustainability. Their challenge lies in inspiring others to take action and make the necessary changes to preserve our planet. The ballet dancer says, "I may dance like a swan, but I'm not afraid to ruffle some feathers for the sake of the environment." The political and social activism movement is embodied by the crump dancer, whose explosive movements reflect the urgent needs for change and social justice. They use aggressive and powerful movements that are inspired by the intensity of political movements. However, they often face the challenge of balancing their passion for change with the need for constructive dialogue and non-violent resistance. Their intense and fierce style galvanizes the audience, urging them to join the movement for change. The crump dancer says, "They call me the activist, but really I just need to let out some steam." The mental health and wellness movement, embodied by the healing and spiritual dancer, who uses fluid movements that aim to heal the mind and spirit. Their dance is characterized by gentle and flowing movements that create a sense of calm and peace, while also expressing the challenges of navigating the complexities of modern life. They often face the challenge of being seen as overly sensitive or new age, but their approach offers a holistic perspective on wellness that is essential in today's fast-paced world. The spiritual and healing dancer says, "I may look like I'm floating, but trust me, it's because I've learned to let go of all the baggage." The social media movement is embodied by the Latin dancer. They use their sensual and passionate movements to draw people in. But it's their willingness to share their emotions and vulnerabilities that truly captivates their audience. The dancer embodies the idea that showing inner emotions is a strength, and their openness and authenticity create a deep connection with their followers. However, their challenge is to maintain boundaries and protect their mental health in the midst of a constantly changing online world. The Latin dancer says, "I may show my vulnerable side online, but don't mistake that for weakness. It takes courage to be real in a world that's so fake." Please leave a like. You've been amazing. Thank you.
Yes! Thank you, everyone. Woo! I'm coming back. Oh, the air is so dry. Thank you. Oh. Thank you so much. I hope it really, again, ignites some thoughts, reflections, and even like looking at yourself in the, oh. And I actually did the warm-up just to not be so, okay, so it's all about moving forward and really seeing the dynamics that you have. And I mean, Eivind, I know you're the leader for this gang. This is a challenge. Yeah? This is very, very brave. Because right now, Eivind exposes himself to all of you.